Hello everybody, welcome to Red Tool House. In this episode we're going to talk about loading our hogs, and I want to document the step-by-step process of that. So let's get rolling. Well, it's that time of year. Again, here at Red Tool House, we raise hogs once a year to take to market. And my little beauties are ready to go. They've put on enough weight and looking good and got them sold, so it's time to get them ready to go to the processor. Quit eating my pants leg, fool. So what's the process? Well, the reason why I want to start here, obviously they're not in the trailer, they're still standing, quote unquote, in the pasture. Well, the first thing we do, if you notice behind me, that large orange feeder, I've documented that in some of our other videos, but that feeder is a 2-ton feeder, and that's what I fill for them to get access to. They have access to all the forage, but they also have free access to feed. So that helps obviously build them up. Well, a week before it's time to take them to the processor, I let the feeder run empty. So you can see now I have a captive audience here. Everyone's kind of hanging around me, whereas before they're usually a little more skittish, being pastured hogs, and really don't hang out with me too much. Well, you know, hungry hog, I'm not starving them, of course. I still feed them a ration daily, but now I'm feeding that ration inside my corral. So the corral where I want them to be sequestered when it's time to load, that is where I feed them. So they get used to that. They get used to hanging out over the course of a week. These guys are pretty smart, so they'll be conditioned to know that, hey, when it's time to eat, this is the place to come hang out. All that I have to do is when the day has come to load them, I just feed them like I have been that week, and they all step into the corral, and I just close the gate behind them, and then I can use my gates to start sorting. So that's the process. So I'll document it as we go, and hopefully this will be a successful documentation and not a failed effort of getting the pigs loaded. But that's what we've got going on. So we'll go on to the next step.
So for an entire week, I've been coming down in the mornings first thing and feeding the pigs in here. Now again, I wish my plan was to have the corral concreted or at least stoned by this point, and obviously intentions and all that, you know how that goes. So a little bit muddier than what I like, but just getting them accustomed to being in here. So now every time I come down, just the sound of the side-by-side has them standing in the corral waiting on me. So that helps me tremendously. All I have to do, if I was loading them today, would just be go back there and close that gate. And I've got them in here. And then of course this large gate that they're up against, I can swing that closed and make it a very small confinement area right here. And then of course that's the opening into the choke down point that would then go to the trailer. Get the trailers in place. That's the head gate right there for the trailer. So getting them accustomed to being in here is the key. That way, if they out on pasture, out on the 5 acres up on the hill, I don't have to go through there and try to chase them down. I can draw them in just through by food. And again, not starving them, but just keeping a nice, concise ration. Obviously, the pigs, they like to fight for food, but they are getting a good ration, and that'll keep them going this week, but just also keep them motivated to come hang around with me.
Hello everybody, we're over here. Today is loading day. Normally I don't record this because it's something that stresses me out, but I'm going to record it anyway. We'll see what happens. But the thing that I've done, of course, is I've started feeding the pigs this week in this corral area. So they're obviously standing here, they're ready for food. I haven't even closed the back gate yet, so they're not restricted yet. When we restrict them, obviously that gate in the back will close, and hopefully that keeps them in this spot. But what I want to do, there's one of 3 of my pink females here, or white ones, whatever color you want to call them. There's 3 of those. One of those I want to keep back. So as I get in here and start sorting, it doesn't matter which of the 3 that I keep. I just want to keep one of those 3. There's another white one that's actually the runt, and I don't want to keep her. So that'll be the only thing we need to do. And of course we want to get them right here in the trailer. So the first thing I'm going to do is go close the gate. What is it? Well, it was real close. If I can get her on this side, That's one that I'd keep. Nope. Sit down in the mud. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna lay down like that, but thought I could get that pink one separated. I get take a little bit of feed and just dump it in over where Cam is. Go, pig, go. Come on. Come on. Stupid bucket's in the way. I need you here. Put down my stick somewhere. I need that chain over there too.
You need what?
There's a chain and a stick there. Yeah, okay, I'll watch out now. Move. Come on up in there. Come on. Come on there. Come on there. Come on, pig. 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 Turn and go. Turn and go. Come on. Come on. Get it in there.
Stick to get this guy turned around.
You done do this chain. I can't get this chain undone. I need somebody come here and hold this door. Watch it. Just hold it closed.
So is that the one you want?
That's the first time it's been that easy. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay. I am. I really am. It's funny, you guys watching this may not think this is a big deal, but if I could sit down and talk for hours about the past 5 years about how I absolutely lose my mind, it drives this woman absolutely crazy. But so here's just a good opportunity to show I got all 11 in the trailer that I wanted. I got my one separated. So she's obviously feeling left out right now, but building gates. You can see I had a main gate there to close the corral off, which is not in the camera, but it's just a red farm gate. This main swinging gate that we made real heavy out of sawmill lumber. So it was able to choke this corral down by more than half. And then this is my choke down gate. So get everybody in here, and with pig, it's all about pointing nose in the right direction. You get your nose pointed, you're golden. So they've got a little food in there. They're obviously going to figure out arrangements. And in the morning, I'll hit the road and we'll be good to go. So perfect example, man. I couldn't have asked for it to go any smoother than that. Separated the one I wanted, got the 11 in the trailer. No holes busted out. I always worry about this hog panel and stuff. If they really wanted to go through it, they could. And of course, you always wonder if some of your corral boards are going to bust out. But man, so much easier. You remember 4 years ago or 5 years ago? Yeah, you remember, because I'm losing my mind. I'm screaming like an idiot, yelling and carrying on. And again, it's not the kind of guy you want to be. All right, well, that's cool, guys. Thanks for your help. Well, as you can see, the hog loading went very smoothly. I was really excited with how easy it was to get them loaded. And you fast forward several weeks since we recorded that. We got the hogs processed, we got them back. They're much easier to transport back when they're in cardboard boxes than when you're taking them there. But we got them back, got them in the freezer, restocked all of our pork supplies. So we're excited to have that part done. In fact, this week is actually breeding week. So we're starting all over again with breeding the pigs. So we wanted to shoot that video as we actually did it, so just show how gates and chutes and corral layouts can really help make things easier. You can see I get pretty uptight. You can probably pick up on my tension in that video. I get pretty uptight in this situation, and the more infrastructure I put in, the easier it is for me to do that, and I tend to relax a bit easier. At the time of y'all seeing this video, it will be December the 1st, and we will have done the drawing for the StormTech coat. What I will do is the name that I've chosen, I will email that individual and I'll give them 3 days to respond back to me. If they don't, then I will draw somebody else's name. So I want to make sure that we do have an opportunity to actually give this thing away. If somebody doesn't respond or they sent me a bad email, then obviously we want to find a winner, somebody that can use the jacket. What we'll do is once we get confirmation of that, I'll do a video. So it may be Monday's video on the 4th, or it could be the video on the 6th. We'll just see when we get a response back and let everybody know who the winner is. We appreciate you all watching. Again, be sure to check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Red Toolhouse Farm and give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe. All right, we'll talk to you soon.